Hello, everybody. My name is Chelsea Vargas. As Catrice said, I am an enrollment coach. My job is to help applicants through the process of submitting an application, going through the whole workaround as to making sure that you're getting the best understanding what the process is. So I just wanted to kind of give you all a understanding of how this is going to work and just making sure that you have the best tools. I'm going to be utilizing the website a lot during my presentation. So I hope that you have the website. If you don't, I'll definitely drop it in the chat so that you can go ahead and follow along or even just ask questions as we go so that you can utilize the website to your best ability. Research is going to be what's going to be best for you in this process, right? Ensuring that you're understanding which program is going to be best for you, where you should go to, and our website gives you all of that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen. So Catrice, would you mind? So perfect. So I'm going to show you the website, right? The basic website of Generation. The best part about all of this is that you have prospective students and current students. And I would like to take a second really quick to ask, has anyone started their application, finished their application, have been admitted? Tell me kind of where you are in this process with Generation. Go ahead and put it in the chat there. We need to get started. Okay. Oh, admitted. That's so exciting. Hey, Kay, one of my applicants actually. Perfect. Oh, I love to see all these admitted, waiting to start. Okay, great. This is great. This is great. So with that being said, there's a lot of tools on here that you can utilize in the process of just getting started. So right here on the application process, you're going to see all, oops, excuse me one second, let me move y'all. You're going to see the training accelerator program. So all the different programs that we offer here at Generation. It can be confusing sometimes when you see some of these states here. Just go ahead and pick if you have a state that you're in that is current to the actual website, then go ahead and pick that. If not, we have national programs there as well. And as Catrice had mentioned earlier, we do have full-time and part-time options, and there is a part-time option here that you can see. And that is going to be the portion of the application there that you want to make sure you go to. One of the things on here, I'm just going to pick a random state, is the eligibility, right? These are the mindsets and behavioral skills that we talked about earlier. It tells you what you're going to be learning on this website. It also tells you like what materials you may need or things that you're going to be going through the process. Kind of gives you a little bit of the scheduling here, and then some of the languages you'll go through. For this one in particular, it's IT support specialist, and it talks about the certification you're going to get. But the main part that I want to go ahead and go to is the eligibility, because that's the first step of the application is just registration, right? Signing up for the program, making sure you put your name and email. As Sierra had mentioned earlier, professional emails are at best. You want to put something that's professional. We don't want to have, like they had mentioned, partygirl@gmail.com. That's not very professional, and it will follow you throughout the transition of Generation. So you want to have that. And again, these are the qualifications: must live in the United States, at least have a high school diploma or GED, and must be above age of 18. So it's the most important part. Catrice, do you mind going back to the slide there that you have?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say. You
no worries.
screen share. Okay, no worries. Hold on. One second, y'all, getting it pulled up.
Take your time, take your time. And the reasoning that I wanted Catrice to go back to this was because, again, I mentioned signing up, right? Registration is first, eligibility. So, right, what I showed you on the website, ensuring that you meet the eligibility requirements, and then the application, just telling us a little bit about you. Usually it's like age, ethnicity. Are you a veteran? So have you been in the military or served in the military? Are you a current student? So that we can understand what your schedule is going to be like, especially in regard to the certification, completing the cohorts. And then just if you are currently working and you like work experience that you've had in the past. The interview is where a lot of people get a little timid, and that's okay. So just so you know, it is a pre-recorded interview. It's going to be asking you about 5 different questions. and you have the opportunity to record yourself. The best part about it is you can complete it twice. So you can try it if you feel, oh man, I messed up a little bit, you can go ahead and re-record it. Usually I tell my students, maybe make a little script there, maybe write down the question first, feel confident in it, and then go ahead and record it so that you feel what's best and necessary for this interview. Kind of treat it as a job interview in the sense of just being professional. You want to be able to show your chest up and ensure that you have good lighting so that you're, visible for the interview. We don't want you to have, not you're showing your face, maybe not wearing a top or something. We want to be as professional, and trust and believe we've seen some crazy things. So just make sure you're as professional as possible and be your true self. Talk about what you've been through. One of the questions, for example, is why this program and why now? Right? The second question is like, what challenges have you ever faced in the job industry? What kind of challenges have you faced in your day-to-day life that you have actually been able to overcome? And tell us about that, right? Another question that is, what are you seeking to accomplish from start to finish with Generation? Right? And just kind of, again, giving your personality, telling us about yourself, and again, being professional, because this is an environment that we are going to help you accelerate to that training opportunity for a career. If and when, of course, we can't guarantee it, but we can get you those stepping stones and dipping your toes into that way, right? So the interview portion is extremely important, but again, take your time, breathe, do a little script, and be yourself. That's all we're looking for. The next portion is the admissions decision. This is where my team and I take over, and we actually begin the review process of your application. We review the application in its entirety to ensure that you meet the program expectations, right? That you meet the criteria first and foremost. Review that beautiful interview, that video that you completed, and then we give you the decision to let you know if you were unfortunately rejected and what that looks like. And hopefully, right, accepted, and what those steps look like moving forward. So I just want to ensure that you take the time, be patient, right? An application is just like depositing a check. It's not going to happen overnight. It does take some time, so just be patient with your enrollment coach. We are assigned to each individual person through their state and city. So just, be patient. We're here to support you. And if there's times where you're a little stuck, especially at that interview portion, connect with your enrollment coach. We're here to help you. Some of us have tools and tips and tricks that can possibly get you through that, again, nerve-wracking portion. But again, we want you to be yourself. So do your best. Then we're going to talk about the pre-enrollment process. So the pre-enrollment process is just letting you know, once you've gotten admitted, what the next steps are. So I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen again to show you my favorite part, which is the cohort selection form. So this is only if you were admitted. Give me 1 second. My little thing goes. Okay. So this is called the cohort selection form. It tells you, hey, you've got admitted. Now we need to secure your spot. This is going to show you all of the listings of the cohorts that we have current in the month of May and June. We usually have enrollment in a month-to-month basis. So these are showing you right now the upcoming months that are happening right in this time frame. It shows you what you can do and if it meets your time frames, right? The scheduling, Monday through Fridays or full-time. Part-times are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It tells you how many weeks it will be. And it also, again, tells you when it starts and the time zone, which is extremely, extremely important, right? Generation houses for anyone within the nation. So at this point, you want to make sure that you are coinciding with that time zone if it meets your schedule, if you work or if you don't work. And if you have children, how to make sure that you, again, arrange that work-life balance so that you can fulfill the necessary requirements for the cohort. If you don't see anything on there that actually meets, the best part is we have this waitlist option right here. The waitlist option just allows you to be placed on a waitlist that allows you to get updated information via email about what's coming next. Hey, the cohort selection form has been updated with new dates. Check it out. And you'll get those emails frequently. If you find something that you want, go ahead and reserve your spot. Put all of your contact information here. select your spot saying, yes, you want to choose a cohort. And then it gives you all the listings of the cohorts. Let's say, for example, I wanted to do junior cloud practitioner. It gives me the date there. I select it. You want to write something nice about, hey, I'm super excited to start generation. I'm super excited to start my cohort. Or, hey, I love the process of everyone that helped me in this journey to get here. You can go ahead and put this in the feedback. And again, this is the process for you to begin to secure your spot. You're not secured until you move forward after this, letting you know, hey, your spot is secured. Now you're moving over to your next point of contact, which is usually a program coordinator, and they help you get through the enrollment to orientation. So that's kind of the gist of it. Again, our website shows you a lot of information. If you don't see this information on here, go ahead and utilize it. For my current students, there's actually a current student section. Go ahead and see all this stuff. Look, congratulations, you got in. Let's talk about it. And then it tells you again, those resources, how orientation set up, who you need to get to know, how's the classroom getting ready, and your career coaches who we got to talk about and see earlier. Some questions and concerns, you got the information right there in email. You can just click on it. It'll start an email thread for you. And then again, on the bottom here, it tells you some additional information. If you have questions right now that you would like to get addressed, you can always reach out to my team, the admissions and enrollment team. We're super helpful. Our numbers there, our emails there. And if not, we also have a section that's our contact. You can contact us, fill out this form here, and it'll be there. If you were to go to the website, just from the top here, it'd be right here on the very top corner next to your login. Contact us, put the information, because we're here to help. So let me go ahead and see right now if we have any questions before we skedaddle. Yes, so do the part-time times change? So part-time, for your kind of question, we do have part-time options. They do vary depending on the time that we have constructed with the professor. So with the cohort selection form, if you're admitted, you actually have the ability to see that information there. Let me stop my screen. You have the information you can see there. It shows you on the cohort selection form. You can actually view it there to see which time and dates are best for you, because again, it does vary month to month. Okay, let me check the other questions we have here. It says we have, you started the interview portion and you have some challenges since you don't have any work experience. Definitely reach out to your enrollment coach if you haven't been assigned one. Go ahead and email the admissions email so that they can go ahead and direct you to your point of contact, because they probably have some tips and tricks for you to get through that interview portion, or that section that you're having trouble with. Do you get emails from your coach after securing your spot? So yeah, you can email your enrollment coach to ask about how you can secure your spot. Again, this is only if you're admitted. If you have not get admitted yet, again, just give that some time. If you haven't heard anything in about a week, then go ahead and again, email your enrollment coach or even the admissions team, and they'll be able to direct you to the next steps as needed. So there's a question, how do you show, can I show you where to find the upcoming cohort start dates again? So pretty much if you wanted to find any start dates on the website under the actual cohort, whether it's be a specific city or the national or part-time option, under there, right on underneath the actual title, it will tell you the upcoming dates there. So usually they are up to date, so you can see which ones are coming about. Now keep in mind, programs become very full very quickly because they're super popular. Students are applying every day. So you want to make sure that you're keeping in touch with your enrollment coach or your program coordinator so that you can ensure to get moving forward with that process.